think I was a pretty typical young man raised in the church and brought up by parents who'd been believers most of their lives. You know, I didn't know what to make of church because I grew up just knowing it was the most boring thing I did all week. And when you're very young and the things that you're fascinated with are Indiana Jones and Star Wars and excitement and narratives and tales of adventure, great stories, you want what your life is about to be a great story. Well, as I got older, I started listening a little bit more and realizing, yeah, there's some pretty great stories in the Bible, but you detached my thought process to really realizing what it was all about. And then I remember when I was about 10 years old, started to read The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. And one day while I was reading it, it just dawned on me, wait a second. These aren't just great stories. I'm a great story. My life is a narrative, an adventure waiting to happen, and somebody wrote me. That's what church is. This God crafted me so that my life would have meaning and intention and value and would impact others the same way a great story does. But even more so, because it was truth, because it was real. And from that day, I started chasing the storyteller and chasing who God was, because I thought, hey, if I'm going to crack this, if I'm going to live the story that I was really made to be, I've got to get to know my writer. I've got to get to know the storyteller. And so I chased that with everything inside of me, and it began to inform all of my decisions. That's why I eventually chose Oral Roberts University, because I didn't just want to learn to tell great stories, which I did learn at ORU, but I wanted to chase the storyteller. I wanted to learn as much as I could about him. And as I did that, and as I was surrounded by this melting pot of people from the nations at ORU, which is one of the best parts about going there, I began to value the stories around me so much more, because as I embraced the idea that God crafted me for a very specific purpose, I couldn't deny the fact that He'd created everyone else for a very specific purpose. And as I began to lend my story to their stories and get to know them better and allow them to get to know me better, I realized that each of us has something that's unique to our story, and we lack something that we need in our story. And that even though God could fill in all the blanks, the way He chooses to heal us is by us commingling our stories, us connecting with other people, and me finding out what you have that I lack, and you discovering what I have that you lack. So now in my career, that's what my life is all about. It's about helping people discover the power of their stories, helping people connect stories, whether it's in the written word of my books or the film projects we do here at Steelhouse, or animation for kids, or in a VeggieTale, or speaking in front of people. Whatever it is, I want to connect people to the power of their own story and to the one who crafted that story to give their life meaning and truth and value and potential. And if we would just plug into Him, the one who put us together in the first place, our life would be one not only worth telling, but worth knowing. And that's what makes it all worth it.